Calculating the height of the tent poles. So this is the tent pole down here. It suggests either trigonometry or drawing. I'm going to show you using trigonometry. This, as you'll know from your maths lessons, is the relationship between angles and sides in a triangle, but we don't have a triangle yet. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn this into a triangle. Trigonometry of this kind only works with right angles, so I'm just going to label that. If this is 0.75, so it's this. So I'm just going to do a quick sketch over here just to separate it. So 0.75, I've been given 30 degrees, and this is my right angle. For trigonometry to work, we have to name our sides, and it's always in relation to the angle that we're given. Right angle triangle, opposite the right angle, is always the longest side. This is the hypotenuse. I'm just going to shorten that. In relation to this angle, 0.75 is our opposite side. And then whatever's left over is the adjacent one. So speak to your maths teacher if you need more help with this, but you should be vaguely familiar with SOHCAHTOA. We're trying to find this one, so I'm going to call that one X. So we know that this is the opposite, we know this one is X. We don't know anything about the hypotenuse, so I'm not going to use that one because that involves the hypotenuse, and I'm not going to use this one because that involves the hypotenuse. T in SOHCAHTOA stands for tan. Whenever you are doing sin, cos or tan, it's always to do with the angle. So I'm going to say that tan 30 is equal to, and we write it like this because the opposite is above the adjacent. Opposite is 0.75, and the adjacent goes on the bottom, which I've called X. We're trying to work X out, so we need it to not be on the bottom of a fraction or be the denominator. So to undo this, I'm going to multiply both sides by X. It's been divided by X. To get back to it, I'm going to multiply by X. Equals here means I've got to do the same to both sides. So X times tan 30 is equal to 0.75. I want this X to be on its own. At the minute it's been multiplied by tan 30, so to undo this, I'm going to divide by tan 30. So both sides, remember the equal sign. So X on its own is 0.75 divided by tan 30. You can type this into your calculator. And that will give us a funny number, 3√3/4. If you're using this type of calculator, the SD button will turn that into a decimal for you. So it's 1.299 and loads of other numbers. I'm going to round that to 1.3 to one decimal place. Be very careful at this point, however, because the tent pole does not stop at the bottom of this triangle. We've got another 0.5 meters here. So add 0.5 and your height is 1.8 meters. 4 marks.